Hey everybody. So welcome to the WingSpace Member Spotlight. I am starting this whole new thing now where I'm going to start interviewing a lot of my members. A couple of years ago when I first opened WingSpace, I asked members to kind of write them about their answers to me, and I used to put it in a blog, and I discovered that people really don't like writing about themselves and it took like forever. So I figured this would be a whole lot easier to just pop on, have a casual conversation. And so today is my first spotlight with Kate Ames, who is the creator and owner of Packagement. Welcome, Kate.
Thank you.
So today we're just going to dive right in. We're going to find out about your business. Tell us a little bit about your business and how you got into it, what led you there, and what do you love about this particular thing that you're doing?
Okay, well, Packagement is relatively new. Started it in the middle of 2020, and we're actually just getting all of our products launched. We sell fun, cute packaging supplies for small businesses. A lot of our packaging supplies have fun patterns on them, things like flowers, animal print, dogs, and other fun patterns that you can see on our website. And right now it's exclusively poly mailers, which is the mail bags that you get like clothes in when you order clothes online, but we're looking at expanding our offering in the future to include some other types of packaging, with just the focus really being on serving small businesses that are wanting to send out fun packaging to make a big impact with their customers. So some of the people that love our brand already are people that are like Etsy shop owners or people that sell clothing online, such as eBay or Poshmark. And we've got a website up. Let's see, the reason why I started Packagement was kind of the tipping point of a lot of different things coming together all at once. I have been in the online space with a few different brands over the last few years, and I love selling online, but I never really felt like I had found the people that I wanted to serve and a product that I really was excited about. And I've sold a lot of different products. So at the beginning of the year, before COVID happened, before that was really on our radar, I was really having almost like a crisis of what I was doing and feeling just really not feeling like I was doing the right thing and selling the right products. And I kind of sat in that feeling for a few months, and then fast forward a little ways to COVID and the shutdowns. And my main brand before that was selling party supplies, which took a huge hit. And it kind of left me looking for an opportunity elsewhere. And that's when I started looking at all the people that were stepping up to the plate to sell things when big box stores couldn't keep up. We had shortages of a lot of different items. And so people were starting to sell things on Etsy and even eBay, and just across the board, a lot of like grassroots operations were popping up to serve people, whether it was for PPE or even things like seeds and plants and like just crazy stuff was blowing up overnight. And so I started looking at packaging for, and packaging was running out. And then I got a little more in the weeds with it and realized that there really weren't a lot of very cute packaging options out there. A lot of them were kind of the same old stuff that's been on the market for years. And I thought that I could bring some fresh designs and really, really cater to my customers, the small business owners, because they are my people, because I am them, they are me.
Yes, so, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm so excited.
I'm really excited too, because and you have, just so you know, have inspired me to pull up my old product line that has been collecting dust in my basement. I kid you not, when you told me what you were doing, it really got me excited again. And so this is something that a lot of people don't know about me, because before I opened WingSpace, I was a holistic health coach, right? So there was like this long break or long period of time between what I did before I became a holistic health coach. And that was, I was an artist. I worked full time as an artist, and I had a whole product line until 2008 hit, and like nobody could eat artwork, right? Like nobody was buying that kind of stuff. So I just want to say how excited I am about Kate's product, because look, like I have my own product line. I have all these different prints. I have soaps. I have a whole line of cards. I I have all sorts of stuff. Plus, I also have, and this is Kate's. This is Kate's packaging, one of her packages that I absolutely love. This packaging, and it fits my book and fits inside of it as well. So it makes me excited, because when I was doing my product line full time, one of the things that always kind of made me sad was that I didn't have anything really pretty to put it in and package it in, so that when it was received by the buyer, that they opened it up and saw something really pretty that matched my product line. So just want to say, this excites me, and I've been thinking a lot about bringing my product line back to life and getting back online. So thank you.
Oh, yay,
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah. So, all right. I'm so glad that you realize that, you know, people like me are your people. Because I think that's important to have that that connection, that understanding as part of your why. Like, why am I doing this anyway? Versus, you know, doing the party line products that you were doing, which I know you've shared with me, like that wasn't really your passion before. Like, you can get into it. So, so it's nice to know that this is this connects to you a whole lot more, and I look forward to your new designs coming in, and whatever other kind of package products that you have coming down the line. All right, so I wanted to ask you again. Let's see. Now, you've been self-employed for a while now. How long have you been self-employed?
Just over 5 years.
Just over 5 years. And what is it that you like about being self-employed? Like, you know, from a personal level and a professional level, what is it that you like?
I would say that I like pretty much everything about it. There's just a couple of things that I don't, but what comes to mind is so a few things. So first of all, I love the flexibility that I get from being self-employed. I have 3 small children. My husband is also self-employed, and we homeschool our kids, so it really gives us an opportunity to just kind of, we have the say over our schedule and our lives and how they go. Like, we don't really feel like we're at the mercy of other people deciding where we need to be on any given day or at any given time. That's been really important to me. There are seasons where I work a little more, there are seasons where I work a little less, and it all kind of averages out. And I love that. It's also kind of in the same vein. It's really important to me that, because I am creating this business from scratch, and it is, a lot of it's very creative. You know, I have to be in a certain mindset to make things happen. I can't just schedule ideas to come to me, you know? So I'm really grateful that I have learned, and I respect giving myself space for that, which means that I don't always have, you know, a scheduled work day or a scheduled work week even. I give myself opportunity to let the creative juices flow. And I haven't always done that, but it's something I've learned, and I can kind of respect my, you know, how I feel. If I'm just not feeling it for the day, I put my work away. You know, I do the bare minimum, do what needs to get done, and then I just put it down and I walk away, because I've learned that just pushing through a lot of times is not productive. It's not a productive way to get things done. That's also really important to me because I do have a chronic illness. So when I just have days sometimes where I don't feel good, sometimes it's weeks where I don't feel very good, and my work hours are, you know, are just not something I can dedicate a ton of time to on top of my family. And so again, I guess I'm just really grateful for something that can provide for us, but also gives me that flexibility to
Mhm.
respect my health and wellness as well.
That's
So
awesome. That's awesome. I think that's great. And I love, one thing I love about you and your family and this entrepreneurial family that you have, because I was that way my whole adult life and still am, where our family is both providers are self-employed. And what I love about this is you also homeschool, right? You homeschool your 3 kids, which makes you look like an overachiever.
well, to be fair, the little two really aren't being like homeschooled because
Right.
they're young, but yeah.
Still, yes. No, I get it. But I love, like I love seeing pictures of you and your family, and you can tell that you're living a lifestyle that is not regimented by a schedule, right? Because you guys take your family out on a hike in another city in the middle of a week, and that's part of learning, like those adventures are part of homeschooling, which I think is great, to see that about you and your family.
Yeah.
So very happy for you, and I applaud people who take that risk and are outside that that sort of norm, and not afraid of being judged also, because there is a lot of judgment around people who do that because people don't understand it. Like they
Yeah,
don't understand it.
I think it's a little weird. It is a little weird, but we love it. And um, I think also you get to a point where you take the leap of not having a job anymore and you're really scared, like, or at least this is how I felt. I felt very scared at first about the regular paycheck not coming in, but
Mhm.
I learned through probably, well, maybe the first couple of years, I got more comfortable with that. And I got more comfortable with the idea that, first of all, there's always other jobs out there. Like, they're there. You could
Sure.
really honestly go back to a job at any time.
Good.
Um, and then, second of all, you know, you, there's this almost like a comforting feeling to me knowing that I'm responsible for making this work. And at a job, yes, you get a regular paycheck, but nobody's guaranteeing that you're not going to lose that job at any given time. You could walk in and it could be gone, God forbid, but it's happened.
A
And
lot, yes.
we faced layoffs with my husband's job multiple times, or big demotion, pay cuts, and it just happened overnight, and we had no control over it. And at least now we feel like, okay, hard times come, we have the power to deal with them. We have the power to pivot quickly and do what we need to do to make sure that
Sure.
we're taken care of. So
Sure.
you get
And
comfortable.
you learn how to budget your, when things are coming in and you're getting a lot of money coming in, and those seasonal periods where things are going really well, you learn how to put some of that money away aside. And so you get really smart about money and how you spend things. It's all just a part of the entrepreneurial lifestyle,
Yeah.
understanding that. Yeah.
And owning and operating a business from scratch to me is like boot camp for just learning a plethora of new skills. Like, you will come out the other side, even if your business fails, you will come out the other side with new skills that you wouldn't have had otherwise. So sometimes I like think about that in the back of my mind. What would happen if this just all crashed and burned? And I know it's terrible to think about that, but I do, like, think about that, and what skill sets do I have? And I realized that I've gained more experience and have more that I could go do, more different things that I could go do now just from the last 5 years than anything else has ever taught me. So, you know.
It's true. You have really increased your employment capital, so to speak, or just your self-employment capital as well. Like you have a lot of you develop a lot of grit and a lot of resiliency uh, through the rocky road of that lifestyle. So yeah, I think that's awesome. All right, so let's talk about your membership here at WingSpace. You and Justin have been members for a while, and you've been on and off throughout the period of time that I've been open. And you've used WingSpace in a number of different ways. You work in the open co-working area. You've been part of a mastermind group. You've taught classes here. You use the meeting rooms. And you've developed friendships here. We go on walks. We go out to lunch together. We do also. So tell me why you guys chose, or why you chose to be a member of WingSpace, and how it benefits you.
So for me, honestly, I love having somewhere to come that's just kind of gets me out of my own way a little bit. My office has a tendency to, well, first of all, it's right in the middle of, kids and homeschool and dogs and chickens and all of that. So it's like kind of crazy. And don't get me wrong, like I actually love working at home, but there are just certain days where you need to kind of not to mention like the mess of it all, like that my office doubles as like our homeschool storage area. So there's like crap stuff everywhere. It's just, so sometimes it's really nice to just take it and come somewhere where I can focus and tune all that out for a little bit. That helps a lot. Mm-hmm. Also, it's just nice to get out of the house. I mean, there's that element of it too. I mean, sometimes, to be honest, running an online business, there's really no reason for me to ever get out of my pajamas. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's to make a reason to get out of your pajamas. And also just, I love all the different community things that go on around here. I love the, lunch and learns, and I know those aren't as much, so much now, but
thanks.
The different community stuff. I had a lot of fun teaching the class that I taught. It just gives me an opportunity to connect with people around town, people that are doing all kinds of interesting stuff. I've met a whole bunch of people just by being around here and meeting people. And I love that. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, this was a great spotlight. I love being able to tell people about what it is that you do, why you do it. Tell people how they can find out more information about your product line and follow you.
Yeah, so our website is packagement.com, and that's our online shop. You can check us out there and see all of the patterns that we've got, which I've tried really hard to kind of come up with a whole bunch of different ones there will be something for everyone that is a customer of mine. I want everyone to feel like there's something for them. And then if you're interested in just kind of following along with what's going on and the journey and all of that, then the main place that I hang out to talk about that is on Instagram, and it's just @packagement, and you can follow along, and that's where we're updating regularly as we go.
Excellent. All right, everybody, that's it for today's spotlight. Thank you, Kate Ames, for joining us, and say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.